Good afternoon and welcome back. It's another Monday afternoon and I'm taking my time to kind of sit back, drink my chamomile tea with a little bit of cream in it, and just reset. There was a discussion this week on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. The discussion was, how do you reset? How do you change your focus when things aren't going quite right or you're overwhelmed? Well, one thing I've done recently is I got everything out of my office. Absolutely everything, well, except for the heavy desk. Totally rearranged, painted, made a whole new surroundings. You know, one thing I learned in putting the office back together, there were some things that did not come back in. I was getting so overwhelmed with the clutter, with the things that, well, I'll hold on to this, or maybe we'll use it later. But it's not in the room right now. So now I look at it and say, I don't really need it. It's been sitting there for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and I've never used it. I've never touched it. Maybe someone else should benefit from it. So one thing that I sometimes do is rearrange. Is that something you can do? I know I can hear some of you now. Well, it's in my office and I work at this place and we can't rearrange. It has to stay. That's fine. But instead of looking at what you can't do, what can you do? What can you do to change your focus, your surroundings, so that you will feel more at peace? You know, something else that I do, I work from home. It's just me and my husband. Pretty much I'm to myself, right? But still there are days that I will go to a coffee shop, take my little laptop, go to a coffee shop, sit back and relax, and don't connect to the internet. And you would be amazed, I know I am, at how much work I can get done in that few hours away from here. Oh, and in whole new surroundings. What new surroundings can you create? I'm reminded that Jesus was often with the crowds, but he would go away with his 12. He would sometimes go away with his closest 3. Who are your closest 3 friends? But then, sometimes he would walk away from all of them, go off alone, and be at peace, speaking with his Father, his Heavenly Father. Sometimes we need that alone time. But go in the opposite direction. Who is your closest 1, 2, or 3 that can help you to refocus, to calm down, to re-energize? My suggestion to you today is find that moment, that action, that habit. Find that thing that you can do to refocus your mind, re-energize your body, and give you the peace to move forward and to continue on, to give up the anxiety, the overwhelmed feeling. What works for you? I shared that sometimes reorganizing, sometimes it's getting away alone. What works for you? Instead of making a list of things I can't do, take a moment. What can you do to quiet your time? This is Terry Ann with your Monday Tea Time Break and Moment. Hoping that your week is a week of peaceful productivity. Until next week, Take care and stay focused.